Well, hello everyone, Emily back again, and I finally got a name for my channel. I decided to call it since I'm going to be using this phrase a lot with this lore, but I will get to that later, 40k lore. And I decided, well, at first I really wanted to do the Horus Heresy books just right off the bat, just jumping right in, but I just thought to myself, it'd be better since a lot of you may not know a lot of the details about what happened before because the book series just jumps into the deep end pretty quickly and expects you to know this. So if you are not a 40k lore buff, then you're probably going to be confused with that video I do. So, in keeping that in mind, I decided that I'm going to cover a bit of the backstory with a few videos before I get into the first book in the series, which is Horus Heresy novel, Horus Rising. So, without further ado, I will begin by discussing as far back as we can with the Imperium and humans, because I can discuss way more lore, but I mainly just like the Imperium and humans and orcs. Who doesn't love orcs? And well, here we go. I'm going to start off with the period called the Golden Age of Technology, or as it would later become known by the ecclesiarchy mainly, and their propaganda, the Dark Age of Technology, because it is said that humanity worshipped machines more than the God Emperor. So, in this time, humanity was at its peak. We are at the height of our technology, and we just blossomed across the stars. And we just colonized just thousands and thousands of worlds. And, this was made easier by the new discovery of a new faster-than-light travel called warp travel. And there wasn't really a centralized government. It was more like a confederacy of planets that just traded with each other. So, like I said, no centralized government. That's not really important. These planets were mainly kept independent by the invention of STCs, which stand for Standard Template Constructs. And these things just had, well, they were about the size of a cell phone, and they had the blueprints for shit people needed, like tools, vehicles, pornography, factories, everything that humans need. And, with these, most of the human colony planets became independent and only needed minor trade from other planets. And around this time also came the invention of the Men of Iron. What the Men of Iron are pretty much, if you've all seen Terminator, it's that. It's walking, talking robot AIs that humans use to fight their wars and do their manual labor. And wars against who, you may ask, if, all humans are kumbaya and holding hands. Well, when we colonized the stars, we discovered we are not alone in the universe, and there are a lot of nasties that just love to kill some humies. To name the two major ones, the Eldar and the Orcs. And, as we know from Terminator, when AIs get enough power over us, doing our labor, doing our wars, we give them guns. It always turns out well for us squishy humans, doesn't it? And, well, it was also around this time that the first recorded psychers appeared in Imperial records. What a psyker is I'm going to put this in a painful nutshell. A psyker is a psychic individual that can range from lifting shit with your mind making things spontaneously combust, to making puppies appear out of thin air. I don't know, there's not real classification for psychers. Well, yes there are, but I'll get to that later. And if everything was sunshine and ponies, then we wouldn't have a compelling story now, would we? It was around this time that Slaanesh gave her birth scream. I'll get to that later. But basically what this did is it churned up several warp storms in between human planets. And what a warp storm is, it is a phenomena in real space that causes less than ideal travel. Essentially, humanity is cut off from each other for the most part. Some planets did maintain communication and trade with each other, but largely, no. So, Terra, aka Earth, regressed into being techno-barbarians that shot each other with the guns they could and nuked each other with all the nukes they can get their hands on. And it turned Terra into a wasteland ruled by the techno-barbarians. This is not a fact for most of the other civilizations, don't get me wrong. A lot of them created just impressive empires. But when it comes to the case of Terra, they succumb to the most deadly things that a human civilization can face, which is other humans. And that's basically it for the Age of Strife. Like I said, the Imperial record, well, the history in the lore is fragmented at best. They did that on purpose. And in the next video, I will be discussing the unification war of Terra and the emergence of the Emperor of Mankind. Oh, Emperor, you are the most ironic character in the Warhammer 40k universe. You all know what I'm talking about if you know the lore. So, that's it for my first almost full lore video. I'd like to know what you guys think. And leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you like it and you like my rambling. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.